Before this video starts, I just want to address something real quick about what happened yesterday. If you don't know what happened, just turn on the TV or look on the trending page on Twitter. Yeah, it was a terrible thing that happened in my country. I just want to say this to reply to all the people who were DMing me on Discord, Instagram, Twitter, asking me if I'm okay. Well, yeah, I'm okay, but some of my family members aren't, and I've lost a friend that lived near that explosion. It's really just a hard time right now, and but I'm not going to stop making daily content. It's not an option to do that at the moment, really. But I guess, yeah, I'm safe. I'll keep making videos and streaming daily for as long as I'm able to. And thank you everyone for your concerns. I really appreciate everyone going into my DM and DMing me something supportive and positive. I love every single one of you. Now let's go to the video. Skyblock is full of items. Most items have some place in the meta or some very specific use, like how the elephant pet's entire purpose is winning the potato war, and then you have the items that just kinda exist. A prime example of this is the flaming sword. You didn't know it existed. Me neither. It's an early game sword dropped by Pigman. In all fairness, the stats aren't terrible, but they aren't good. You definitely aren't going to be using this to kill zealots, and there really isn't anything between the deep caverns and the end that you would require such a sword to kill. Same as the fancy sword, arguably even more useless as it has even worse stats and is outclassed by the undead sword that you can literally buy in the hub. The cheap tuxedo exists to do Ramiro's quest for a relatively low amount of coins. The elegant tuxedo exists to sweat against bosses, but the fancy tuxedo, why? Its stats are like a cross between the cheap and elegant tuxedo, only offering 2 times boost to damage as opposed to 2.5 times, setting your max health to 150, which is almost twice as bad as the elegant, and offering almost half of the intelligence and crit damage of the elegant tuxedo, for 20 million coins. If you can't afford the 55 million extra coins for the elegant variant, then you really shouldn't be sweating bosses. Right? It's a pointless item set with no real target. As a weapon, the Reaper Scythe has no place in the current meta. The admin said it would be useful in dungeons, I'm not sure which dungeons they played, but it's definitely not the one we have. The weapon's stats put it slightly above the aspect of the dragons in damage, but it doesn't get close to a Gilded Midas. It has no real place in the meta and needs a buff or rework. Unpopular opinion. The Ender Dragon is the worst value for money pet in the game. For starters, it doesn't even get close to a Gilded Midas in terms of stats with the legendary variant. Even after all of the stat boosts from the pet's ability, as a berserker, you're always going to get better stats with a Frozen Blaze set and a Blaze pet, seeing as the Fuming Potato Bits are also doubled by the pet. And that doubling is then further amplified by your Catacombs level. The pet is useless, and if you're paying upwards of 200 million for one, you're an idiot. The Zombie Knight set is like the Zombie Soldier set, but worse. You lose out on like 300 HP, and in return you get a whole 120 strength, 40 defense, and 40 speed. Sure, the speed might make it worth it for berserkers, but it makes you unreasonably squishy and unable to take on the mini-bosses. It's better to go for Zombie Soldier or even just keep with Adaptive, as you'll be a whole lot safer without really sacrificing anything. And yes, still totally useless with the Zombie Knight Sword too. And that concludes some more items that are quite honestly useless in every way, shape and form. If you know any more useless items, then let me know in the comments. And that's pretty much it. Have a nice day. Bye.